What's going on, everybody? This is Fonzo. Welcome to Deadcast episode 2.
Yep.
Actually, I just kind of skipped over you. So let's do that
Skipped
again.
over what?
Skipped over your entire name.
Hey guys, and welcome to Deadcast episode 2. Matt, this is Fonzo, aka Mr. Dead Last.
Dead last here. What's going on, guys? Yes, as you said, Deadcast episode 2. We are super excited, and I'm overly just excited with everything that we've done so far, man. Oh my god, like I can't even tell you guys all the work that we did last week or 2 weeks ago is over. As you can see, we have a nice little lamp shader thing going on, like a light box.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like it a lot, man. We had some feedback from the comments of the last video, and we really took that into account. We wanted to fix any problems that you guys said. There were some audio issues, of course. It was too low, so we are overall just making this podcast a little louder. And the lighting issue that you guys also said, obviously we did our best to fix that. I think
we're trying. I think that this definitely looks better. It's not all yellow. A lot of you guys were saying it looked yellow, so
we actually just stopped by Big Lots today, so
hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored, by the way. We went over to get some breakfast, and we stopped by Big Lots, got some LED lights, the daylight ones that shine really good, man. I love it. I think it looks really good. We also added this little light box. Unfortunately, it does cover all the posters, but you know it's okay.
For this crooked one.
Yeah, except for that crooked one.
That's for you, Aaron. So
yeah, man, we've worked so much on this podcast, and it feels good because I feel like we're moving forward. You know, we're not just staying still. And like I even noticed because I watched the podcast last week, and it was a little rough.
Yeah.
The lighting was not very good. It wasn't very flattering. We had 3 people to 2 microphones. So, I mean, Matt and I were talking about it, and we've decided to stick to the 2-person podcast for a little while, you know?
Yeah.
No, absolutely no offense to anybody else. We just don't think we're there yet.
Well, we need to get another mic. But even so, I think we just need to be more comfortable doing this in general.
Yeah.
Before we can start to add more people. So this format is, like Fonzo was saying, this is how we're going to stay for a little bit. That definitely doesn't mean we're not going to have guests or anything, though.
No, dude, I'd love to have guests. Even like I have a good friend of mine, Filter 312, who's actually going to be joining us on an episode in the future, but that's going to be like through Skype.
Oh, okay.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
We can have people come in through Skype, and that, unfortunately, people that are out of state from my Twitch stream that would love to be a part of it, we're not going to say no.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have them through Skype, have them join our conversations, as well as just like Matt said, we're going to have more people on camera. Unfortunately, we just don't have the mics for that. We just have 2 mics, and we want to make the audio quality as good as we can, as well as the video quality, man. We're using a different camera too. We're using a camcorder. If y'all didn't notice the quick cuts from last episode, unfortunately, we had a DSLR camera, a Nikon, that only shot in 20-minute intervals.
And then we were going to up the quality to 1080p 60, and it would only shoot in 10-minute intervals.
10 to 12-minute intervals. So we're like, that can't happen. We can't have quick cuts every 10 minutes, you know? So we had a amazing HD camcorder, courtesy of Big Pop Chop. Choppa loaned me this camcorder a long time ago, and it's coming so fucking clutch. So thank you to you, Choppa, and it's looking good, man. It's looking good. So to start off, I know Matt had an idea that he wanted to, or he had something he wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him.
So I briefly mentioned it on the first episode when I was talking about Assassin's Creed. I wanted to talk about Red Dead Redemption, my guys.
Okay.
It's not a 10 out of 10 game. It's not the best game that came out last year. And it is not, I can't stress to you enough that it should not be anybody's game of the year. I mean, it's I love this game, right? I love it to death. I love the story is phenomenal. The character Arthur Morgan, the new character they put in, is one of probably the best written characters ever. But having said that, the gameplay mechanics of this game are the most fucking frustrating. I don't get it.
Just let it out, bud.
I don't get it. Like you made such a beautifully crafted game, but you put in so much like time wasting, basically. Like, so your horse won't come unless it's in earshot of your whistle, which you go out of range of that constantly because you're exploring and looking around. You have to maintain your guns. They get damaged. You got to buy gun oil and then spend 30 seconds sitting there watching him polish the gun. And then you can't just loot bodies.
Right.
When you loot them, you pick them up, tap them down. And most of the time, when you're looting a ton of corpses, because you're in a mission and they're sending a bunch of dudes at you. So you're trying to like get all this money,
loot up.
And then while you're doing that, the other characters are like, "What are you doing, Arthur? We need to get moving." And you're just like, "Come on, I'm trying to fucking get money." But
do you think that what made it so frustrating was them kind of, so the way I see it is they tried to make it just so realistic in a way.
It's too realistic.
Yeah, it's a video game at the end of the day.
Right.
I completely understand making it as realistic as you can, because overall that's what I feel gave it an edge.
Yeah.
But it just also made it frustrating because of just how realistic
it's borderline a management simulator, because you have to eat. If you don't eat enough, you're underweight, and
you get cold.
You don't have as much stamina. If you overeat, you run slower. Like,
what?
Yes.
Just an FYI, I never played Red Dead 2.
Yeah, he has not played it all. So
I've never played it.
Yeah.
So I let me just say that I didn't play it because I didn't enjoy the game. I love Red Dead. It just wasn't a game that I wanted to get into at the time that it was released.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm giving this all to Matt, because he has a lot of how many hours have you put on that game?
I've put, it's got to be,
played it for a while.
The story mode I've played, it's got to be for at least 100 hours.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love this game.
Yeah.
But there's just so many little things that they've done that really bring the experience back for me. Like when you're hunting animals.
Right.
So in the first game, you would hunt animals, you'd get the pelts, and you could use them for stuff.
Yeah.
But in this one, there's quality of pelts now. So there's 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star. And none of them matter unless they're 3-star. Because if you get 1 or 2 stars, you can't do anything with them.
Oh, shit.
So you have to study the animal, like look at it, and it tells you what kind of gun to use and if the pelt is high quality or not. My whole like question with that is, why did they implement the star system in that way? Like, why couldn't they have just had like every animal have good pelts? But
right.
if you like shotgun a bunny,
obviously
point blank, the pelt would be poor, instead of just having it by default being a 1-star pelt, even if you use the right gun. It's just too many extra steps to be fun. It's cool at first because you're like, oh, I'm gonna hunt, and then you realize you need like 7 pelts from the same animal, so you've got to do that like double the amount. Like you got to do it like 14 times because you'll find the animal, but it'll have a 1-star pelt. It's
frustrating.
It's super frustrating. And it just pains me because, like I said, Arthur Morgan as a character, his whole story arc is beautiful. I mean, it's and the game world looks beautiful. It's a well crafted game, but if you just took out like, you could call your horse anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I was playing Assassin's Creed, I can just call my horse and he shows up, and I'm like, okay, it's not realistic, but it's fucking convenient, and
we kind of touched on that.
Enjoy the game. Yeah,
we kind of touched on that with Breath of the Wild as well.
Yeah,
where again, it's much more cartoony game, not as realistic as like Red Dead, you'd say, but just the fact that I can be anywhere and then I can call my horse is just so convenient. Yeah. And again, it's a video game. We get it. It's not realistic, but
so you can call your horse from anywhere? I thought you couldn't do that
on Breath of the Wild.
I thought you had to have like a stable or something.
No, that's well, I mean, of course, you have to have a stable to make the horse yours.
Oh, okay.
So say you just get on a random horse and you just leave it and you take off, it's gonna run away.
Gotcha.
But if you go to a stable on Breath of the Wild and you register the horse to yourself, you can take it wherever you want.
Oh, okay.
And then wherever you are, you'll just call it and the horse comes to you.
See, that's
obviously
it's
like
not real, but
that's
it's
the way it should be, though. Yeah. There is that extra step where you have to make sure the horse is registered to you. But I mean, okay, great, that's good. But then after that, the horse is yours.
Yeah,
So that, yeah, I get it. I get that being such a frustrating part of Red Dead 2.
I also gun maintenance. I don't understand that. I mean, I get it. It's cool to like. It's cool because when you bring it up, you like look at the gun, you get to see all the engravings you put on it, which is neat. But you have to watch him do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was just like, oh, your gun's a little damaged, use some gun oil, and you could just skip that animation completely, that would, make the game
right
way better in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So there was another thing that I wanted to talk about, specifically myself, because Matt and I do play very different games. I mean, you're into the RPG like Red Dead, or what's the other game that just came out recently that I can't remember the name of it for the love of God. I even bought it myself. You saw me stream it a little bit. Fallout. Okay, like Fallout.
76?
Yeah, Fallout 76.
Trash.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't have a lot to judge on it because of the fact that I'd personally never played a single Fallout game. That was my first Fallout game.
I'm sorry that had to be your first Fallout game.
I didn't, to be honest, I didn't play it enough. I didn't play it enough to even
form an opinion.
Yeah, to form an opinion. I played like the first mission or two, and I wasn't able. I cannot honestly form a legit opinion on that game right now because of how little I played.
Shouldn't that tell you though?
Yeah.
Like
I just got so bored. And I completely understand. A couple of my buddies from work even bought that game with me, and I am so sorry, Matt, but god damn it, dude. It's so boring. Like I tried so hard. But that just goes to show, even if you didn't like Fallout very much, you did like Red Dead. But the reason, touching up with what I said earlier, I didn't buy Red Dead 2 because I'm at a point in my life right now where I try to play an RPG game, and I just get bored. I feel like as bad as Fallout 76 was, I feel like I probably could have kept playing it if I just didn't get bored of it. Same thing would have happened with Red Dead, or same thing would happen with God of War. Like God of War is a spectacular game.
Yeah.
Spectacular game, but I'd get so bored. Right now I'm just more into the shooters. I'm into, or very specific RPGs at that point. Like I could play Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy all day, but it's just I don't know why I get so bored of the newer games.
I think maybe you liked a little bit faster paced.
I think that's what it is.
Like
or just not so complex, man.
Yeah.
I feel like what the thing that turned me off with Red Dead was the fact that you get so cold, you have to build a fire or something. Like you have to feed yourself.
A coat,
you have to put water. You have to get some water. Yeah, just same thing with like Fallout 76 with like your weapons and shit.
Yeah.
So it's just, it just turns me off with how complex it is. I could say the same thing with Monster Hunter World that came out earlier last year.
I went so ham.
You went so ham on that game. I remember he came over to my place and he just started showing me all the different armors that he had. And I was like, holy shit, like these look so sick. But the game just felt so complex to me that it just turned me off.
Yeah.
And so it's just, we have a lot of differences. I know right now, dude, I was playing it last night, and a game that I've been playing, obviously I've been playing a lot of Smash Bros recently. Yeah. And I just want to put my point across really quick, okay? I have been a Ganondorf main for quite a while. I've been a Ganondorf main for a while, dude, since Brawl. I've been a Ganondorf main, but recently, literally last night or the night before, I picked up Inkling. Okay.
Such bullshit. By the way,
I picked up Inkling, and let me just say, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but I destroyed my roommate in like 30 games. I did not lose once. 30 games.
I was there towards the tail end of it.
You were there.
Yeah.
I shit you not. I swear to God, 30 games, and I didn't lose with Inkling. And he is so fucking broken. Please do not nerf.
Please nerf.
Don't nerf.
That fucking roller move where you knock him into the ground. Bullshit.
Broken.
The time to get out of that is so fucking long. It's probably only like 5 seconds.
It's just higher damage.
It's like so terrifying.
It's just the more damage and the more ink you have, the harder it is to get out of it. It was actual horseshit because I remember he would. Props to him because he fought me all 30 games, knowing damn well he was gonna lose. But it was garbage because I'd put him in that ink, and he'd be stuck for so long that I could fuck up twice and still hit him with my third hit. I'd mess up so hard. So it's just, I just had to put that out there, man. I thoroughly enjoy Inkling, and I'm so happy with the fact that they added him onto that game.
Yeah.
It's just I'm so happy. I was so skeptical at first, but I'm happy.
What's really cool is the mechanics that Inkling uses in Smash are like almost the exact same mechanics that are in Splatoon.
Yeah,
which is really I think it's cool that they found a way to implement that. So
you told me that last night, and unfortunately, I've never played a Splatoon.
I love Splatoon, but
I've never played a Splatoon game, but it is kind of cool that they've done something like that.
Like even the fact you have to recharge your ink that way, it's all the same.
They do it also.
Yeah, it's cool.
And yeah, so I think he's definitely a good character. He's super broken, but the fact that he does have to recharge his ink during the game can be a bit of a bother. But you got to give him something. You can't just make a character that fucking overpowered
and fucking broken.
Yeah, he's broken as hell. And I know there's debate right now on making him yeah, and I know there's a debate right now about whether he's legit a top tier character.
Oh, really?
Because I know like in mid tier tournaments, he's very good in mid tier tournaments. But like, I remember seeing something where they were saying is like, yeah, sure, he's a good character, but would he be able to handle like high tier tournament,
like high level
against high skill characters with high skill people? Would he be able to handle it?
Like hold up against them?
Yeah.
So who are the top
players or top tier characters?
But I guess both now.
So right now, I know, if I remember specifically, MK Leo was the winner of this past tournament, and I don't know what character he was using. If somebody knows, drop it in the comments, man. I'd love to find out. But top tier characters, what, Marth?
Oh, really?
Marth is top tier right now, I think. I saw a very like kind of like a just a random person made this list, but he's really good at the game. So he's very credible. He's credible. So Marth was definitely up there. And Roy was up there. Inkling was up there. A lot of the characters from last game were up there, obviously, because they didn't change very much. So top tier characters are going to be up there. So I just had to put that in there, man. He was so much fun, and he's going to be a character that I use for a while.
You gonna mainline him?
Dude? I'm gonna mainline him. Yep.
Well,
I completely dropped Ganondorf. I just had to put that in there. Had to bring the Smash Bros talk in a little bit.
I go with Samus. I'm a Samus main. I like Samus.
Yeah, Samus is cool, man. I can't play her.
It's the only reason I do play her is because she's the only one I'm like halfway decent with.
Yeah,
in any capacity.
Matt doesn't play Smash Bros very much, but he's picked it up since the new game came out, and you know what? He's gotten a little better. He's gotten a little better for sure. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm so stuffed from like
I know, dude.
We had Jack in the Box.
Not sponsored,
by the way. We had Jack in the Box. The coffee was spectacular, man. I love their coffee, but I'm so stuffed right now with what we ate.
If you're listening though, Jack in the Box, hit us up.
We're taking applications, by the way. I also, I know we touched on it like at the beginning of the episode, but I just want to let y'all know, please just be sure to give us some feedback, man. Because I want to make sure that people give us some feedback, because ultimately this is for you guys. We're trying to be as entertaining. We're trying to have fun. First of all,
we're trying.
We're trying. But this is for you guys as well. If you guys like the setup, I love what's going on.
Yeah.
I love the lighting. The lighting's really bright, very vibrant, and I love this, man. I wish we could have a little bit more art, but you know what? It's cool, dude. It looks very good.
Yeah, but we are actually listening to the feedback, as you can see.
Especially right now that we have just about 100 views, and props to you guys. Thank you so much for the it was like 113 this morning. And we had about 17 subscribers. So
yeah, thank you very much.
It's not a lot, but for like people like us who are just starting, it means the world.
And especially, I don't want to shit all over us, but that first episode was rough.
It was rough, man.
It's a rough episode.
Let's just talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that. I'm gonna give a segment just to episode 1, because as I said before, we weren't expecting to have 3 people. It was definitely a lot of fun. I enjoyed having Chris as a guest, and he brought
some levity.
Yeah, to the episode. He definitely helped us with the conversation, because again, man, I'm not the best at conversation, so it was good to have him there as kind of like a cushion.
Yeah.
to add on to the conversation, and it made the episode a little longer. The lighting just sucked, man. We didn't go out of our way to buy a better light, and that was something that I told Matt today. I was like, dude, we got feedback from our friend Anthony on the comments from last episode, and he said, man, I wish you guys would do better lighting. And I'm just like, you know what, we can fix that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Anthony, for letting us know, because
sure, yeah.
we've fixed it, and your feedback helped us so much, man.
Well, hopefully we fixed it.
Yes,
it looks good on this camera. I don't know how it's going to come out in post, but
we might have to lower the brightness a little bit because Matt is pasty as fuck.
No, that's just my natural skin. So I exude whiteness.
Man, honestly, just thank you guys so much for the feedback. And I had some people in my Discord who also gave me some feedback. A lot of our friends gave us feedback, and it just feels so good, man. And I will be dropping the Discord link in the description below, just if you guys want to join and have a conversation with us. I'll do an actual Deadcast chat in there and have you guys give us feedback. Just talk to us, man, because we love you guys, and we're doing this for you guys as well as ourselves.
I'm doing it for me, but that's
one of us has to do it for you guys, and that was me. We are also using a new audio program.
Yep.
Shout out to Zencaster.com. It's an online audio recording software, and it kind of like does the post-production for you after you're done. So it helps with that white noise that there was kind of in the background. Another thing from that first episode was the audio, and let me just personally apologize. That was kind of my thing. The audio, we worked so hard on making sure that it sounded good.
Yeah,
I just didn't make it loud enough. I didn't make it loud enough, so
we couldn't make it louder
because the white noise was there.
We tried to make it louder, but it was there was a ton of white noise that we just didn't think about it.
Yeah, we really didn't. And but the audio itself, I was really proud of. It came out really good. It just turned out that it was really low. There's a lot of things that we're trying to fix here. We're trying to look more at the camera. We're trying to look more at you guys, look at each other more, have more conversation, and that's something that we're thanks. And of course, we're just trying to criticize more instead of just circle jerking and saying nice things.
about that one a point that was made was that we were just talking about games and what was that? Circle jerking was the actual quote used. We were just talking about games we liked and games we enjoy. That's why it was just an introduction.
It was first and foremost an introduction to the podcast. It's not how it's going to be every time. We want to implement more just talking. We want to be able to talk. We want to just talk about anything, man. I want to let y'all know that first and foremost, this is a gaming podcast, but we want to just talk to you guys about us. We want to have conversations
Jack in the Box
about our Jack in the Box and how it really messed me up, and I'm gonna have to go to the restroom after this. But it means the world to us that you guys watched last episode and you guys are continuing to watch with us. We are gonna try to make this episode just a little shorter. Also,
about 45 minutes.
About 45 minutes. Last time we had a little over an hour, and we just want to make sure you guys can stay with us for the entire time until we get more interesting, which might never happen.
Which
but
won't. I
mean, so we talked a little bit about Red Dead.
Yep.
That was.
I still have some more points that I would like to bring up. Mainly the multiplayer.
All right. Okay. I heard a lot about this. And I love it because I can't tell you how irritating it was. That every single person, dude, I'd bring up any other game and like people in our chats were just like, fuck them, Red Dead Redemption 2.
No.
Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'm just like, it's a great game. I get it, but it's not the best game. And then as soon as the online hit, you don't know how those standards just kind of like plummeted. And it made me feel so good. I was just like, fuck you guys. The game is good, but it's not amazing. So just go ahead and talk about that.
The single player has issues. I enjoyed the single player, but I should have expected the multiplayer to be this way because it's Rockstar Games. They're doing the exact same thing they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, where they're putting it out in a beta. They do the online beta. I think it might be out of beta by now. Right. I'm not sure because I don't play it because it's trash. You have to have gold bars to like get certain things, which is like the premium currency, that you get in those sweet free to play mobile games. And then you to just buy, other guns or stuff like that, you need just regular money, which you can't ever get unless you do the missions, which they don't have all the missions in the game because it's a beta.
Yeah.
So I played it for a bit, did some of the missions. I ended up getting around $200. The gun prices in the single player, they lock them off, some of the guns, just for progression, so you can't get like super powerful gun right at the beginning of the game, but they're all reasonably priced. Like you can go hunt some pelts or get some money from dead guys or something, go buy the guns. The prices for the guns online are at least 300% higher. It's like $700 to $800 to get another gun, and then it's also gated off by level. So it's a huge grind, which is exactly what they did with GTA 5 to make you buy the fucking shark cards in GTA 5. I don't know what the equivalent is, Red Dead cards. I don't know what
pay to win.
Yeah,
they make it nearly. It's not impossible.
No,
but they make it so difficult to get a gun that at some point you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I got some extra cash lying around. Let's buy something.
It's garbage. Like I as soon as I saw all that, I knew it was going to be. I just knew it was going to be more of the same,
more pay to win stuff. Man.
Because they didn't have monetization when it first launched. Like you couldn't buy the gold. I believe now that you can actually go buy the gold, and of course the gold is going to be less than what you would pay in the actual money that you earn and stuff like that. They even gave out like 30 free bars of gold or something, but at this point it doesn't matter. Yeah. And they even addressed, like they said we know the economy is too grindy. We're gonna fix that, but it's too late. The second I got on there and I saw how everything was, I just knew it was gonna be
PTSD, man.
Garbage. I just knew it was gonna be a grind. I knew they were gonna shove microtransactions in my face.
It's kind of like
I hate that.
It's kind of like what happened with Battlefront 2, where you kind of got onto the game. You got onto the game, and obviously they're gonna do it, and they're gonna try to get away with it.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get away with it. But the second somebody sees their bullshit and calls them out on it, they're going to try to fix it. But at that point, it's just too late.
I think
somebody already saw that you tried to do this sleazy kind of like money grab thing, and it just turns people off of your game. Yeah. Why do it?
Well, it's money. They just want more money. They don't want some money. They want all of the money. And it's the... I hate it. Yeah. I'm so frustrated. I'm getting so sick of seeing this in every single game that I purchase. I pay $60 for a game, and that used to mean I would pay $60 and I would have a game that I could play and I could unlock things and I could have fun. And now it's like I have $60
for a base game.
I need $30 for a season pass, and I need $5 extra for this skin. I used to be able to unlock skins. I used to be able to play games and unlock a skin, and now
it would make you feel good.
Yeah,
you would. I would gladly grind. Like whenever I played Brotherhood, or Revelations, which were the two of my favorite Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah,
I would grind. There was this specific wolf. I think it was in Revelations, where there was this wolf kind of looking armor. That you actually got. It was like under in the sewers or something, but you had to grind and grab like correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was feathers. But once you had all of the feathers that were locked in all the different cities, you could get that wolf armor, and it was such a grind. But you know what? It felt good.
It was satisfying, right?
It was so sad because once you had that armor on, oh my god, I was like, oh yeah, this is nice.
As opposed to pay $5 for the same thing.
But sometimes now you see the way you see it now, it's just like, yeah, you can grind for it, but you're grinding hours for what somebody probably paid to get in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make it feel good. Even if they had
grind specific things, if that makes sense, like you can get a skin, but you can only get this skin if you grind it out. Now they don't have that. It's like you can either grind for it or pay for it, and most of the time, I'm not going to pay for it. I don't really buy into microtransactions, but kids, they don't want to wait.
Yeah,
they'll just buy it. And or even Assassin's Creed Odyssey, as much as I like that, has an XP boost that you can buy that permanently increases the amount of experience you get.
Right.
And the point I'm at is levels are starting to get they're starting to take a little bit longer to get.
Yeah.
And
which obviously later on in the game is going to be harder to level up.
But it almost feels like it's a little too slow. Like I was hitting those levels. I was going through. I've got most of the map unlocked, but there's something in the back of my mind that's saying like, you could just get the XP boost, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. But it's like, no, stop. I know it just feels like that's what they want you to do.
It feels like that's almost the only option that you have.
Yeah,
it makes you feel like, man, dude, this is just taking longer than it should. Hey, just pay the $5.
Yeah, I don't even think it's $5. I think it's like 10. So it's even but it shouldn't. There's something in the back of my brain that when I see stuff like that,
it just auto shuts you off to that kind of game. And I get that that's what happened with Red Dead Online, and it sucks, man. But it's come to the point where a lot of games just are like that.
I don't even know if they have passive mode like GTA did, where you can't be attacked by other players. I don't even know if that's a thing in Red Dead Online, because you can roll up to people and lasso them.
Yeah.
It's a griefer's paradise. They'll just run up to you and lasso you or kill you while you're trying to do stuff. And
that would be so irritating.
It's fucking frustrating. Yeah. I was just trying to play with like Steven and some other people, and it's like we couldn't get anything done. And I was like, how am I supposed to have fun at all? What is the point of even being online? The second I'm on there, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah.
Like the second I get on, I'm like, everything's way too expensive. This is crazy. It's not fun.
That's just so frustrating knowing like how good the single player kind of was.
Exactly.
Even with the bugs.
Yeah. Even
overall, the game was like everybody's told me, man. And I've seen people stream it. I've saw a lot of my favorite streamers like play it for hours, and the game was just so solid.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sucks that something like this has to ruin the game.
They have that shitty tacked on, multiplayer that just seems to be necessary now for Rockstar to do, and it really kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah,
because I really liked Red Dead, but I can't.
Yeah,
I can say play the single player. I cannot recommend that you ever play the multiplayer. It's just not.
That's probably the most honest thing you can say.
Yeah,
it's like play the single player, but damn it, stay away from the online.
Yeah.
Stay away from the online, man. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. Yeah, I can understand why that's heartbreaking, dude. Is because you think back.
I want it to be good.
Yeah,
I want the whole package to be good, but it's not. And
you think back to the older games, back when it was good.
Red Dead, the original Red Dead had amazing multiplayer. It was fun to just goof around in. You unlock stuff just by leveling up. You didn't have to buy guns. You would just unlock them, which was nice. And you could just goof off and go have fun with your friends and do throwing knives and go hunt bears with, it's like, that was really fun. And I really wanted more of the same, but I knew it couldn't be that way. Ever since GTA 5,
you give yourself that expectation where you're just like, let me rephrase, you don't give yourself that high expectation, because you're just going to ultimately be disappointed.
Because ever since GTA 5, I think this is just how Rockstar Games is going to make their multiplayer.
Yeah.
They're just going to do it this way because they've made so much money. I don't even think they give a shit. I mean, EA cared when Star Wars Battlefront was, having problems because they were losing money. They were losing sales. Rockstar's not going to be losing money.
No.
They're not going to lose sales.
With a title like Red Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is, and I understand that, because when it happened with Battlefront 2, it was such a big thing. Like you hear it with Red Dead 2, but there's not ginormous articles going on about this game, but there were for Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefront 2 was destroyed by critics because of that exact same thing.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like they were actually forced to do something about it,
good.
Or else, which ultimately made the game. I played the game recently, and I had fun. I didn't pay for anything, even though you still can, but I didn't, and I still had a genuine good time, man. It was okay.
It's an all right game.
Yeah. It's not a game you can play for hours because it's a little repetitive, not gonna lie to you. And I'm not saying I'm surprised, but it's fucking dead. it's fucking dead, dude. You can get into an easy, what's the main game mode, the war type game mode, where it's just,
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I've only played Battlefront 2 like twice.
It's like space attack, or I don't know what it is. But there's also a mode, and it's a super fun mode, dude. Oh, I love this mode.
If
where
you
you
say
can
battle
just
royale, I'll fight.
shut the
I'll
fuck
fight
up.
you.
No, dude. Could you imagine? It's a super fun mode where it's just 2 heroes versus 2 heroes.
Oh, okay.
Hero showdown or something. And you can either be Sith, or it randomizes, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You can be the Sith team or you can be the Jedi team. And it's kind of like elimination style.
Oh, okay.
So say first round you use Yoda and fucking Luke, and you win.
You can't use
round
them again?
2. You can't use them again.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you have to be forced to use Obi-Wan and somebody else.
That's kind of cool.
And the people that lose, they can use them again if they want because they lost with them.
Oh,
they didn't win.
If you lose, can you go back and use the characters you won with?
No,
like in the second round.
They're
Okay,
still
so they're permanently out. Oh, okay, all right.
So I love it, but it sucks.
Yeah,
because you find one game,
yeah,
and then you requeue, you don't find another one.
Oh man,
and it's so fun, dude.
Yeah,
like you requeue and then that's it. Like there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So it's heartbreaking, man. And I can't even complain. I mean, whenever the game first came out, I wasn't about it. I wasn't, you know.
I wasn't,
but for different reasons. You know,
Yeah.
you guys obviously saw these things happen with the money.
I played the
and
first
grabbing
one.
and stuff. Yeah,
and I was okay.
yeah.
So I expected the second one to just be also okay. But
So it does kind of upset me that it took me this long to get into the game, regardless of what happened with them, because I would have liked to see the game at the beginning when it was at its prime
At
with
its
players.
worst?
No, like with players. I mean, because there was still a shit ton of players for the first couple.
yeah,
of
there
weeks of the
were,
game.
but I mean, it wasn't gonna be a fun game at that point.
I don't think it would have mattered to me. I just wanted to see how the showdown would have been if I would have just kept playing
You
it.
could have kept queuing.
Queuing and had fun with it
All
for
right.
that first couple
I
of
get
days,
that, yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But now I queue up and I can't find another game, and it's almost sad. I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn, I want to play another one, but there's nobody left. But ultimately, that's their fault. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
their fault. So
110% their own.
I actually
fucking fault.
did want to bring something up, and that's kind of like to what Matt was saying earlier, where sometimes you get into a game, you want to have a lot of fun. How would you guys, and this is talking to the audience, how would you guys be? How can I phrase this? What would you guys think of also in a different playlist on the same YouTube channel, put up gaming videos? Because again, I do record my own games and stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, this YouTube was for a podcast. But a lot of different podcast channels do have different folders or playlists
for gameplay videos.
And that'd be a lot of fun. Matt and I could do some co-op on stream or something and record it. That'd be kind of cool.
We
with a way
A
out,
Way
dude.
Out. That was
so much fun. And it was such a hit because of the damn mini game.
Connect 4, motherfucker,
Connect-
undefeated champion.
Okay,
right
I wouldn't have put that in the video. But that was the stupidest thing. It was awful, dude. I can't believe it. I literally watched that clip 10 times just to make sure. It's like, where did I fuck up? That's where I fucked up. God damn it. I would have won.
It was so much
I messed
fun.
up. Anyways, let us know what you guys, because I do play other games. I don't just play Fortnite. I played Getting Over It.
Oh my god.
With what, Bennett Foddy?
Yeah.
Bennett Foddy. I played that and it was such a hit, and I actually have a video of it that I think would be really funny to watch. So if you guys are okay with that, just let us know, because ultimately this is going to be podcast, and we are giving 110% to this podcast. Trust me, like we're making this work.
Yeah.
We're making it work as best as we can. And even offline, I'm always thinking of ways to better the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I am struggling right now, obviously, because I've spent so much money on all this
Audio
this stuff.
equipment,
Yeah, all this
yeah.
equipment. You'd be surprised. I'm thinking of making a kind of like a walkthrough of the podcast studio that we have going on. It'd be kind of fun to do a nice little 10-minute video showing you guys what we've done to make this the way that it is. And I think that'd be a really fun video if you guys are interested in that. But I am currently struggling because I don't want to spend more money on another microphone or something. So let us know. Do you guys like this? Because I like this. I like the fact that we can talk to each other, just us two. As much as I enjoy having a guest.
Of course, we like it because our egos are out of control and we like to see ourselves on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I mean, and like I said, I cannot tell you guys how much I enjoyed having Chris on episode 1.
Yep.
But we're just not there yet. We need more equipment.
We're gonna get him back on though.
We're gonna get him back.
Yep.
We're gonna get other people. I know Brandon,
Yep.
B-Doc wants to be on the podcast, and that'd be so much fun.
Episode 1. The depression cast.
Oh man, that's us, dude. That's us.
I love you, B-Doc. I'm sorry.
we have a lot of people that are just so eager to join us on this podcast, and I think you guys would enjoy it because you'd have so many people. Maybe you don't relate to one of us, but you can relate to a different person.
Everyone relates to me.
Everybody relates.
A
to
white male between the ages of 20 and 30.
Ego,
by the way. Core demographic.
Here we go. No, man. I think we're gonna have a lot more stuff that you guys are gonna like in the future.
I don't think you're gonna like any of it, but we're
gonna
keep.
What is this? Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it, but you're not gonna like it.
But I'd just like to touch on how, like, to our expectations, how well the first video did, as awful as it was to us.
It was way below what we want quality
standard wise. Standards.
We want everything to be as top notch as possible.
And we understand that it just can't.
I'm a nitpicker.
Sometimes.
Like when we were setting this thing up, I was like, I don't want it to be a box. I want it to be. We're putting a lot of effort into this for you guys so that it looks nice and it sounds nice, and I want to look good. So I'm trying to make myself look beautiful on here. I think it's working.
And I can't tell you guys enough how we are trying to make it better every week.
Yeah.
So next week, like I said, I personally didn't like that there wasn't enough artwork in the background.
Yeah.
It just makes it feel a little bland, even though this looks great, dude. I like this. But I kind of want to maybe find a way to maybe push the desk or kind of just adjust it to where there's more colors.
None of this is permanent.
Yeah.
And it all depends on what you guys say or how we feel, or maybe we need to change the lighting again. We'll definitely do that. But none of it's permanent. We'll keep trying to make it better every episode.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the episode, man. Yep. And I can't say I've had a lot of fun. I like the conversation that we had.
Kind of bounced around a little bit. But
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. I was a little afraid coming into this episode because, like I said, I never played Red Dead 2, so I don't have a lot of facts about the game. I don't have a lot of opinions about the game, but I like that I was able to keep up with you when it came to like what you were saying and with past experience with other games. And
I mean, everyone can relate to being nickel and dimed. You know, it's bullshit. You know? Yeah,
exactly. It's what it comes down to, man. So once again, guys, thank you so much, dude. Like, this has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Episode 2, I think, is going to be a lot more successful than the first one. And overall, like, every episode is just going to get better, man.
Yeah, hopefully.
Every episode. God damn it. Could you stop?
I got to bring us down.
Yeah.
You're getting too happy.
I have us up here. He's got to keep us, level. He's got to keep us level, man. Thank you guys so much for the feedback from episode 1. Give us feedback on episode 2.
Please.
Don't stop giving us feedback, because we love it, man. It's
just don't make fun of me, because I'm really sensitive.
You're really gonna hurt his feelings.
I will cry, and you won't even get to see it, so you won't even have that satisfaction.
Yeah, man. Please don't stop giving us feedback, because we want to get the podcast to the perfect state for every episode. And obviously, that's not going to happen for a while because we need to have a dedicated space. But I think we're doing well with what we have.
We're poor, so this is the best we got. All right. If you don't like it, I'm sorry.
Let us know what you liked about the intro. We actually had that intro made for the first episode. It's going to be on this one as well, the beginning. I loved it, man. It just feels so professional, and it feels like we're actually doing something with our time and not just fucking around. So I like that.
I thought that's what this was us just fucking around.
Oh. We're going to have to talk about this offline.
But no, special. I would like to just say thank you to everybody that gave us some real critical feedback. It was really helpful, and I really appreciate it. We know what needs to be done, but from our side, from the viewer side, it's a little bit different to get a handle on until we actually look at it.
That's why you guys are just so important.
Yeah.
You guys are very important to this. Because you're watching it.
Yeah.
You're listening to it.
Yeah.
You can tell us what we need to fix. And in no way do you think you're like imposing. No, dude. We need this.
And don't think it's going to be rude if you're like, well, this looks bad. I mean, tell us it looks bad so we don't keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get upset. I know he's not going to get upset.
No,
we just need to know how to make this better for you guys.
I did my absolute best, and I know we'll try to I took what my coworker said kind of to heart, and in a way, not like offensively, but I took it on the fact that you know, the comment, you know, it kind of felt like we were just circle jerking. We weren't really doing anything.
No, that was fucked up. Never mind. I take it back. That was fucking mean, dude.
The way I see it, I think that kind of criticism, because I feel like this episode we did a lot better with conversation, a lot better with criticism, a lot better with just talking about, you know, the same games that we liked playing and our opinions on it.
We did okay.
We did all right. Anyways,
I think this is it for us.
That's it for this episode, man. Thank you guys so much once again. Be sure to like or thumbs up, subscribe, and trigger the bell.
Ring that bell. Gang, gang.
Trigger the bell to be notified on episode 3. And please be sure to let us know about, you know, gaming videos. If you guys are interested in that, I personally make gaming videos that I'd be more than happy to drop on the side on this channel, to try to get, you know, more content out there for you guys, just to make sure, you know, I can drop those bi-weekly on the side with the podcast, you know, just to keep the content going. Thank you guys so much. That's it for us.
Yeah, and thanks for watching. And we'll catch you next episode.
Catch you all in the next one, guys. Peace.
Can't believe he said we were circle jerking.